Just finished a book. I just finished a book. Jackal. Just finished Jackal by Erin Adams. Okay. My son is away with his dad this summer. I told myself I was going to catch up on as many books as I could. I came across Black Kids Read Too, his profile. He recommended it. I read some more reviews. It was available at my library. I went and got it that night. It took me about 2.5 weeks to read because I got a lot going on in my life, okay? Got a lot going on in my life. You have the main character. Her name is Liz. She lives in New York, but she is from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And so she has to reluctantly return to Johnstown to attend her best friend, whose name is Mel. She has to attend Mel's wedding. They're close, super close. Mel's daughter, Caroline, is also Liz's goddaughter. Everybody's tight in the book, amongst the three of them at least. So at Mel's wedding, Liz is supposed to be keeping an eye on Caroline. Liz turns her head for a moment. She comes back. Caroline gone. Caroline's skedaddled. She's out of there. We're supposed to be having a great night. You're supposed to be watching my kid. Why my kid not here? I can't even enjoy my marriage, my ceremony, because you couldn't keep up with my child. We would have beef, okay? Anyway, so Liz has to, basically, her number one priority is finding Caroline. Number one, because she lost her. Number two, because that's her goddaughter. She truly cares about her. So in the midst of all of that, Liz keeps referencing Black girls who go missing every summer for the past few decades. Liz is convinced if she finds out who is responsible for the abduction of these Black girls going missing, she will be led to Caroline, okay? So you're basically taking a wild ride with Liz as she goes and exhausts every option to find every clue. So as she does that, you're going to find different topics that Erin brings up, such as domestic violence, interracial relationships, police mishandling investigations involving Black and brown people, grief, mental health, difficulty and the disconnect between mothers and their daughters, and segregation of race and class. When I picked up this book, you know, it is fiction. I didn't expect there to be much to learn from it. But I was surprised to learn that some of the book, it has some factual elements to it. Erin is also from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And throughout the book, she mentions the flood, the Johnstown flood that occurred in 1936, killing over 2,000 people. That was a real event that was referenced. She mentions how the communities that are more so not affluent, how they are still impacted by the Johnstown flood many years later. So that was really interesting to learn about. That was my favorite aspect of the book. Now, as far as things that I kind of did in favor, it's kind of a slow read. And so you just have to be persistent about finishing so that you can get to like the climax of it, and then it becomes more of a page turner. But, you know, maybe she did that on purpose to keep you on the edge of your seat, you know, so that you anticipate something happening and so that you keep reading. I don't know. Something else that I would have enjoyed more was learning more about the romantic element between her and Chris. That's explored very briefly. There's only one spicy scene, as people say on TikTok, but I would have liked to learn more about them and like seeing them grow or evolve throughout the book and what might happen to them. Then I also would have liked if she would have shared the mothers of the missing girls, their reaction to Liz uncovering the truth. Like, that would have been a totally engaging, for me at least, aspect, is, you know, seeing them come together at the end. I would recommend this book to somebody to read, but I would honestly recommend it to somebody who has somebody to read it with them, like whether that's 2 people, 3, or like a group of people to read together, because there's so much symbolism in the book that I found myself wanting to like discuss or break down different things that I found and what I thought might have meant something. I would have liked to be able to talk about it with somebody. So if you have a reading partner who's going to go through it with you, this is probably a good book to like to do. I think that's pretty much it. I had a lot of fun reading this. I'm about to go grab a few more books. I want something a little bit more light this time, so I'm going and looking for like a romantic book. I really want something that might have like a little bit of toxicity in it, some family drama, but at the end still something like romantic and light, because this was heavy. It was a lot to read. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm gonna show what books I'm about to go pick up from the library right now, and hey, if somebody wants to read them together, that would actually be fun too. Bye.